Okay, are we gonna fit? Okay, are we gonna fit? Okay, are we gonna fit? Okay, are we...
I'll peel the flesh off her bones. Looks like we got competition.
Let's see you scurry out of this.
What are we gonna call this guy?
Dr. Octopus.
That's crap.
What was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
To fight.
out there, we need to send them back. So...
Any more bright ideas?
I got a few. Yeah.
Soon come chaos. Chaos soon come.
Dressed up. All these middle-aged people with money, for Christ's sakes. And they can't even be bothered to wear a jacket to the fucking theater.
And I were just having dinner here.
Oh.
Hello, I'm going
This is Mary Jane Watson.
Oh, it's so nice to finally meet you. Pete talks about you all the time. Oh?
Gwen is my lab partner in Dr. Connor's class.
Pete's something of a genius. I'd be completely lost without him.
Oh, and Pete, if you got a shot of my kiss with Spider-Man, I'd love a copy.
I'd really love it. For my portfolio. After all, who gets kissed by Spider-Man, right? I can't imagine. Well, it was lovely to meet you. Good night.
Good night. What?
I don't feel very well. I'm sorry. I have to go.
I'm gonna cry. Do not say Happy New Year's to me. Say it to my friends, say it to my family, say it to whoever you want to. Do not say it to me. And now you're probably thinking, oh, Cobalt, why are you so mad? It's New Year's, everyone's happy, everyone's gonna better themselves, blah, 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 blah. Haven't you? I have not known a single person who has actually tried to better their lives with a New Year's resolution. Not a single person. I myself tried, and that shit failed fucking miserably. So why even bother to try making resolutions? And another thing, why do people celebrate the beginning of a new year? Who's happy to celebrate another year? You're getting another year older. The world's gonna get worse. Elon Musk's gonna send someone to fucking Mars, and fucking somewhere in Mars there's gonna be symbiotes coming down on the planet, destroy the whole fucking Earth by 2050. Who is excited? Who is that excited to celebrate a new year? It really doesn't make sense. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I don't share the same opinions everyone else does, I know I do not, but there might be some people who could understand where I'm coming from, and if you do understand or are trying to listen, I thank you for staying around this long. At 1 minute and 40 something seconds, I don't fucking know, but whatever it is, either way it goes, I thank you for watching this video. Please do not say Happy New Year's, just say New Year's. That is fine. Thank you. Have a good day.
This is gonna feel real good, alright? Most dope. Everybody please put a thumb in the air. Hey.
Is someone there? Can they let me out, please? Someone rip the doorknob off. Hey, please, let me out. I can't get out. Please. Please. Let me out. Let me out.
Goes. I see a line of cars and they are painted black, with flowers and my love both never to come back. I see people turn their heads and quickly look away, like a newborn baby, it just happens every day. I look inside my painted black. Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the facts. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black. No more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. Girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes.
Alright, so my best friend is visiting town today, and I want to gift him my Ooze Attack Venom, Spider-Man vs. Venom Symbiote attack. Now, before I part with this, there's a little something I gotta tell you guys that I realize about the packaging with these figures. So, I have them in two different piles. So we'll take a look at this one. You see the pattern behind him, it's light blue with an even lighter shade of a blue web behind that. Well, if we take a look at a figure such as the glow-in-the-dark Venom, you can tell that the background is white with a light blue spider logo. What is the significance between these two different shades in the packaging? Well, here, Bob, my pest. Well, that's because all in this pile were released in early 2000. Bob, come on. All of these were the first waves of Ooze attacks and regular figures. So, if you notice, everything in this pile has the same exact background, both blue background and blue webs, because these were all released first. But this one is the end of the standard ones that I have. If we go over to the second waves, this was released in the second wave with accurate paint and a bonus glow-in-the-dark paint for his teeth and eyes, and it has the lighter background. Now, what hit this home for me is that during the Christmas trilogy, I learned that the Venom symbiote mutation was released in the second wave of Ooze Attack figures with the Venom symbiote mutation, Sandman vs. New Goblin Spring Back Attack, and the Spider-Man vs. New Goblin set. That's why they all have the matching lighter backgrounds. Even this. So, if you see a figure with all blue background, this was an earlier figure released around the time the film came out. And if you have a figure with lighter background, this was released later in the year as part of a further wave down the line. So, just a little tidbit of information before I get rid of my Ooze Attack over here, because I discovered this like a couple days ago.
Broken homes.
Alright, so here's a list of all the Ooze Attack sets. Earlier in 2007, they released the first 4, which is Spider-Man vs. Symbiote, Jaw Trap, Sandman vs. Spider-Man, and Sandman vs. New Goblin, the first one. In the second half of 2007, they came out with the second wave, which only had 3 figures, 3 sets. Spider-Man vs. New Goblin, Venom Symbiote Mutation. I was shocked to learn that the mutation was actually part of this wave rather than this one. And then there was the rare Sandman vs. New Goblin set. So we have 2 waves and 7 total sets. We go on to the back of this, and we find out that we have 3 Spider-Man sets, 3 Venom/Symbiote sets, 3 Sandman sets, and 3 New Goblin sets. They're all equal. And then when you get down to it, there are 5 combos, which is 1, 3, and 4, which turns out to be motherfucker. 1, 3, and 4 turns out to be Spider-Man vs. Symbiote, Sandman vs. Spider-Man, and Sandman vs. New Goblin. And then the other ones are 1 and 3, which are Spider-Man, New Goblin, and Sandman vs. New Goblin. And there are only 2 single-carded ones, which both turn out to be Venom sets, the Jaw Trap and the Mutation. So then we get to the Ooze part, and we get 2 Venom Oozes, 2 Web Oozes, 2 Sand Compounds, and 1 Goblin Ooze, strangely. So, like, yeah, there's 7 sets, which means there is going to be imbalance. So I think there should have been at least 1 more or something, but it's whatever. And then on the back, I had ideas for expanding maybe possibly another line. And here we have Black-Suited Spider-Man versus Sandman with Web Ooze, thinking something along the lines of the subway fight. We have Venom versus New Goblin, which I kind of was inspired by their little scuffle they had in the novelization. Plus, Venom kills New Goblin, so maybe like New Goblin comes with a new glider sculpt which has protruding spikes from it. And then this one. This is where I kind of was inspired by the actual prototypes I'm trying to get. The Black-Suited Spider-Man church scene with Venom Ooze. Kind of like a hybrid between the double punch attack black suit figure with the snap away piece and this new prototype you shared with me, but with Venom Ooze, so you get a little whatever here. And then we have Sandman versus Venom with Sand Compound. Just a little 4th throwaway idea for fun. So then we take all of this into account. We get 2 Spider-Man sets, 2 Sandman sets, 2 New Goblin sets, 2 Venom sets, and 1 New Goblin set. And that would just even it out even more. So it's just pointless research, pointless ideas, but someone needed to note it, and it was me.
As sad as it was, and as much as I miss her, she would have wanted me to keep this going, to be here for all of you, and I'm here to grant that wish for her. Today, we're closing out 2024 with one final bang. Come with me as we spiral downward into the long-awaited, the infamous, and highly pretentious analysis of Peter's symbiotic addiction. Approaching Spider-Man 3 with the view of a die-hard comic fan or film critic, it's easy to see why this film is often regarded as rushed, bloated, poorly written, and at times even laughable. Peter is a cocky dickhead, Sandman turns out to be Uncle Ben's killer, Harry suffers from convenient plot amnesia, we get not 1, but 2 love triangles, and plenty of musical numbers to go with the dance numbers. The amount of times characters break into song and dance might feel like the scariest part of this movie, but the real horror of Spider-Man 3 is hidden in plain sight. right within one of those very dance sequences. Yes, we all know the scene, we've all seen it, it's the biggest meme of all time, you either love it or hate it. Yeah, it's supposed to be stupid, sure, but in Sony's effort for mass appeal, this forced the film's editor and longtime friend of Mr. Raimi, Bob Murawski, to cut the film in a way that stripped the build-up to the scene of any true nuance. In 2007, the film was met with mixed to negative reviews. Sandman was cool but sucked, Symbiote Spider-Man was cool but sucked, and Harry was... who? Arguably one of the biggest aspects that earned the film these reviews was the treatment of the subtext behind Peter's continued use of the black suit. There were glimpses of this in the trailers, plenty of snippets and shots, Peter looking giddy, Symbiote Spider-Man swinging in the daytime, and apparently performing battery on Sandman. Get it? Because he's using the track like a bat. Okay, I'll stop. We were promised a great struggle between Peter and the symbiote, but the final product seemed to reserve itself in favor for a wider reach. That's the way things remained for just over a decade. Then came the editor's cut. In 2017, to mark 10 years of the trilogy and to celebrate Tom Holland's introduction into the MCU, an alternate version of Spider-Man 3 was stealth released, at first accidentally, but eventually was available for purchase on disc or VOD just a short time later after that. This new cut of the film was supervised by Raimi himself and completed once again by Bob Murawski. It features 8 new scenes, the removal of 5, the reinsertion of Christopher Young's original score, and an effective restructuring of Act 2. Mr. Murawski's goal was to restore the film's score, but the edit was intended to return the film to a version of itself in which the characters of the story took charge and made decisions for themselves, rather than the influence of an external force. While not the long-awaited 3.1, nor the highly campaigned Raimi cut you can stop asking for, this cut refines some of the film's more campy elements and finally brings justice to Emo Peter. I ain't calling him that, fuck off. This cut is where the true horror of the film was hiding all along.
Hey there YouTube, it's Cobalt Blue again. I keep disappearing and reappearing at will. Why don't you guys start calling me Houdini? I'm back, and I'm here to review a new Marvel Legend figure, that being the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but Into the Spider-Verse inspired Spider-Man Peter Parker figure. I don't know, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Hasbro, what are you doing? Okay, this is Across the Spider-Verse, it's the second movie, and then it says inspired by the first movie, and we have the Fortnite blonde guy, cutie pie looking version of Peter Parker that was in the first movie for literally like 5 minutes, and then he gets killed off. So like, I don't understand why they have to release a line for the second movie, and they're still releasing figures from the first movie, like the spray paint Miles Morales. Like, we could have gotten that the first time around, but no, we had to get the... I'm sorry guys, I'm getting off track. I like what Hasbro is doing with these packages now. I like the simple clamshell with the card back, kind of like the 90s Toy Biz packages. And As I mentioned before, there's inspired by the first Spider-Verse movie, but then here's like all the stuff for the second one. You got generic Peter B. Parker, or Peter Parker, whatever. Gwen, 2099, Miles. Really, that's basically it for packaging. Hasbro, like, I have so much shit to say about Hasbro, it's not even funny. But packaging out of the way, let's get them opened up. Here we have Peter Parker standing on one foot out of the package, and I gotta say it, I am thoroughly fucking disappointed in what Hasbro is doing. Okay. I have not been very organized in terms of my head for the past few months, so I'm gonna try to put this in the best order I can. Okay, so let's grab. This is quite possibly the most bland, generic, cheap, lazily made Spider-Man figures I have ever laid my hands on. And I collected the fucking Spider-Man 3 movie figures that Hasbro made back in the day, like the 5-inch ones. You guys know what I'm fucking talking about. But this, compared to that, like, dude, Hasbro, what the fuck are you doing? This is a character from the first movie, but you released a wave for the second movie, but are releasing characters from the first movie. We could have had this back in 2018, 2019, or 2020, 2021, whenever the fuck they made the line for the first wave of Spider-Verse Legends. And in terms of the laziness, like, okay, the colors, they're not bad. On camera right now, I don't know where this is coming from. It looks like there's a slight tint of green, yellow, or if I take out my hands, I don't know. It looks orange, but in real life, it's more of a strawberry red instead of an orange red. The proportions are accurate to how he was portrayed in the film, like even the weirdly shaped head, and you know, the shape of it is accurate, but the execution, Hasbro, what is wrong with you? You couldn't even give us painted web lines. You couldn't have given us like a 3D textured pattern as you can see in the fucking movie when characters are close up. No, that would take a little more effort, and that's a little out of Hasbro's fucking pay grade.
Hardly working slackers in their offices.
It uses the Universal, I would say, well, not Universal Studios Orlando, but just like pretty normal Universal Spider logo for the front and back, which I can't really complain about. I like it. So if you stand it like this somewhere and you just off in the distance, oh cool, Spider-Man figure. But then if you get an enthusiast like me, or Anthony's Customs, or Pounds 978, yeah, I'm pretty sure they would say a lot of what I'm doing, because it was last year when I had made the review on the No Way Home 3-pack that a lot of people were hating on the Toby figure, and yeah, I got it. I spent $300 on 3 packages, and I exactly got what I paid for. I wanted what I got, and you know, I was happy with it. There were some shortcomings, but overall, I gave an honest review. This, I'm doing, goddamn camera flash turned off, but it's just, Hasbro, what is wrong with you? You can't fucking do this. Make figures for the current movie that you're promoting, and 2, at least put in some fucking effort. God damn it. So, let's go over the articulation. He has really, really good head movement. Up and down, of course. Side to side. You get range of motion in his shoulders up that far. He has no butterfly. Swivel.
bicep twist, double jointed elbows, with wrist swivel and hinge, diaphragm joint, which, you know, it's not that bad. You get ab crunch, which another Hasbro, oh my fucking god. You could have just extended it all the way down to where, yeah, you can see that little seam. You could have just extended it. No, that's too much fucking effort, Hasbro. And then you get thigh swivel, legs can kick up. Okay, that's actually not bad range of motion for his legs, but range of motion in legs isn't gonna make up for the lack of love that I feel. I can't believe how many times I've had to use that in life. Double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles, and pivot. Overall, really, Hasbro, this was a free gift to me because of what happened a few weeks ago. Like, and I'm thankful, I am appreciative. But Hasbro, what is wrong with you? Do better. Like, what is this? Now, in a couple days, I should also have that Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive Venom coming. And I have a lot more hope for that because, you know, Hasbro likes to put effort, at least a smidge more effort into their symbiote characters because they know they sell better. So, we'll just see how I feel about that Venom figure, but for this generic, plain-ass Spider-Man figure, I gotta give him a 4 out of 10. It's just, there's so many better Spider-Man figures out in the world. There's so many better with, there's better paint, there's better sculpting, there's better iterations. There's just so much better you can get than whatever Hasbro is doing these days. So, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't believe I almost forgot. He also comes... This is another thing. 2 fists and 2 thwippers. Where are the wall-crawling hands? Okay. Hasbro. And then we get generic Fortnite-looking Peter... blonde dude. He looks like a cross between the Fortnite character and PewDiePie, so. And unfortunately, I do not have my collection with me anymore, so I can't do comparisons or anything. I still have a couple figures here and there that I still have scattered around wherever I have them, but overall, I just don't have my Marvel Legends anymore. So, Hasbro, what the fuck? You could do so much fucking better. Anyway, the review segment of the video is over.
There's nothing more these words can say.
These days I wander, I stumble alone, always thinking of you, thinking of you.
Oh, hey. I'm the man behind the mask. Now, I'm not here to beat around the bush. I'm here to establish a few things that happened in 2024 and to pave the way for 2025. So, content will pick up a little more this year because I actually have a fucking home now. I actually fucking have my own place. Because I'd say about 3/4 of 2024 was me living on the streets or in an abandoned building. So, yeah, that's part of the reason why content was lacking, and what content there was way out there, because I was trying new things
I always wanted to keep making videos, but I had no like stable foundation. All I had was a notebook that I kept all my Cobalt writings in, and you know, they just never came to fruition. And especially when I give myself set dates and like, it'll come out around this time, I'm working on this. It pressures me, and then I give up. So there's a lot of projects that I have unfinished. Today is the Calico's birthday. I am making this video to at least honor her on her birthday, because she was supposed to be part of the Peter's symbiotic addiction video, but unfortunately that never got to happen because you can figure it out with this clip right here. Yeah, so the direction I want to take for 2025 is, this is just a character. It's just me behind a mask. Cobalt has always been a character, but he's always been part of me. My Spider-Man love, my nerdy love for Spider-Man is this. So you will get Cobalt content, and then Ecto, and then there's me. Anyway, that's all I wanted to make for today, is to let you guys know what happened last year, what's going to happen this year. Be on the lookout, and I'm going to say this, there's going to be more than just Cobalt content, Spider-Man content on this channel. Whatever video comes out, that's the video you get. Whether it be a Cobalt Spider-Man video or an Ecto horror type shit, or it's just me talking to the camera, it's gonna have everything. So I thank you for watching this far into the video, and I got a lot of unpacking to do, so. Until then, I'll give you one last look at Cobalt. I'll see you around, guys.